Well, the South African court has sentenced Amend a leader, talking about Mr. Henry Okah, to a total of 34 years imprisonment, but will spend only 24 years as the sentence will run concurrently. Well, according to our correspondent, Dibia, who was in the court today, Mr. Okah was found guilty on 13 counts and was thus sentenced to 12 years.
The first 6 counts was for the March the 15th Warri bombing in 2010. He was also sentenced to 12 years on another 6-count charge for the October 1st, 2010 bombing in Abuja, while he was sentenced to 10 years for men's threat to deal with South Africans.
The session began today with counsel on both sides presenting their heads of argument for mitigation as well as aggravation of sentence, after which they left it to the judge to make a decision.
There is absolutely nothing remotely before Your Lordship to deviate away from the peremptory sentences as prescribed by the relevant legislation. Under the circumstances, my Lord, it is my respectful submission that in not deviating from the prescribed minimum sentences, imposing such a sentence would not be disproportionate to the crime, would not be unjust, would not be disproportionate to the criminal, nor the needs of society, and it would not result in an injustice. As a result thereof, I respectfully submit that the following sentences be imposed in respect of counts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 13, life imprisonment. In respect of counts 9, 10, 11 and 12, a period of 15 years imprisonment.
As I indicated before, I don't want to say Henry Okah is the same as Nelson Mandela. That was not the issue. The issue was that what had happened to Mr. Mandela, the fact that he had been imprisoned for life, did not solve any problem in this country, nor would sending Mr. Okah to jail for life solve any problem in Nigeria. That is the point that I made. My submission is still that if we look at all the facts, yes, it was gruesome that people died, but look at the motive, look at all the circumstances. Church Street bombing, how many people died? 19, if I'm not mistaken. It's a long time ago, I was in the army. But nobody had even been charged for that. So if we look at all the circumstances, as I set out in paragraph 8.5 of my answer, and Your Lordship take that into account, my submission is that there are substantial and compelling circumstances in this particular case. Thank you very much.
In giving his sentence, Judge Niels Claassen noted that it would be wrong for the court to turn a blind eye to the agitation of the people of the Niger Delta from which this case has arisen. He also says there were indeed compelling circumstances warranting a deviation from the dictates of the relevant laws which address the crimes in question.
I've come to the conclusion that the accused should be sentenced to the following. Counts 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 and 11 taken together for purpose of sentence. The accused is sentenced to 12 years imprisonment. Counts 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 and 12 taken together for purposes of sentence. The accused is sentenced to 12 years imprisonment. On count 13, the accused is sentenced to 10 years imprisonment. It is ordered that the sentence imposed on count 13 is to run concurrently with the sentence imposed on counts 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 and 12. Effectively, the accused is therefore sentenced to 24 years imprisonment.
Nothing. That's absolutely nothing to say for now.
We are pleased that the matter has been finalized. Secondly, as the MPA, we wish to say that we do accept today's results. However, we'll be considering our position from now on, maybe to appeal against the sentence of today.
My next step is definitely appeal, and I just thank God we've come this far, and I thank God for just everything, for everyone who's supported us, you know, and I just ask for strength for Henry.
Both sides have indicated they will be appealing against the outcome of the case. From the South Gauteng High Court in Johannesburg, I'm Dibia reporting for Channel Television.